CP the Tool Addict. Woo! What's going on? Hope everybody's been doing good. You know, I get that time of year where it's starting to get a little nipply outside. And I got to tell you that up here in the north, it's never been a question for me what I need to start make sure that is really going. And the one thing that I'm going to tell you about today is I know these things forward and backward. And there's a lot of controversy always, and I'm guaranteeing you there's going to be some controversy in the old bleep bloop box down there. But we're going to talk about jump packs today. That's right. We're going to talk about these guys right here and the three that I've been using extensively. Tell you why? These aren't no safe queens or toolbox queens. These have been used over a year. And besides what Project Farms tested on them, the one thing I can always say is that guy does an awesome job of the channel, but longevity is always the big factor here. Longevity is what you got to always keep in mind here. It may do good fresh out of the package, but will it last the test of time? And we're going to go over that, and we're going to talk about the two major players. And I'm going to do some honorable mentions in there because not everybody is looking to buy a NOCO or GB or a jump and carry. So without ado, let's jump right into this, shall we? All right, so we're going to start off with talking about what I would call a compact carry, a good compact carry, and something that's going to definitely do the job for you. And this is called the JNC 345 jump pack. And this is a safe starting jump pack. First thing I want you guys to understand, we're going to talk about some of the differences because the old big green machine right here versus these two they have some differences. Now, all these are mostly made in China or partially. The JNC right there is actually got batteries, but some of it's made here in the United States. But the big thing is compactness. Let me get a tape measure. All right, so the overall length of this is just under a foot. So we're going to call this jump pack by the foot. Sorry. 11 inches. 11 inches, and then let me get the old, just shy of 4 inches wide. Versus the JB or the GB 150, which is about 6 inches wide and roughly about the same length. It's not going to really matter because, you know, the heaviness of them definitely changes a little bit. But for something that's compact to carry, this is as small as I like to go. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I had a GB 40. I'm going to tell you right now, when you're buying these small jump packs, they have a tendency to not last. And I will tell you this thing right now. Lithium, I've noticed with a lot of lithium ion, and if you guys have noticed in your cordless tools why they have 2-year warranties on them, lithium ion does not last long as lead acid batteries do. I have noticed this significantly as far as temperature changing and whatnot. So like my cordless tools or whatnot, I've noticed that they kind of tend to wear out a little bit quicker. Now the reason why these jump packs are called safe jump packs is because they use lithium ion. And this one has a feature in it that has a reverse polarity feature that keeps you from hooking it up backwards and frying your system. That's the biggest thing with these jump packs, the GBs and this style of jump and carry. This one over here, the Green Monster, does not have that. It is a lead acid. It is you just give it 100,000 volts and I call it the Zeus maker because this is what it does. It just Zeus's all the lightning right into it. So this is a good safe unit, and it also has a feature on it which is going to be called a safe start mode. Let me open this guy up if I can. They make them so nice and tightly sealed a fella can't even get in it. So here's an override status. And what you do is you push and hold that button in there, and that overrides. And what that is used for is when you have a very dead battery. You can see that it has very good contacts in it. The power button lights up here on the top. Has an emergency light. So this is a nice little case that it comes with. It's very compact. But in my opinion, this is probably the smallest you ever want to go with. for a battery, like a... Alright, stop the flashing light. A smaller battery jump pack or whatnot to take with you or use as an emergency. Has USB outlets on there, only 2.5 output, 2.4 amps or gigahertz or whatever the hell it is. Then we have our inputs right here and output right there for charging or whatnot. So they keep it very sealed up pretty good, and it's a nice jump pack. Now here's my one big problem with all of these smart packs, they call them, because they're not smart packs in my opinion. Yes, they're smart if you don't know what you're doing. I understand that some people need help with learning how to jump pack stuff. These have excellent cables on them, I will say too. These are a 6 AGW cable on this thing, so they give you a really good long cable too on top of that. And like I said, this is the JNC 345, and I will put a link in the description, but I've been using this bad boy for some time now, and I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite go-to jump packs because it gets it done. It gets it right into the... It turns it on. When you go to jump start something, it turns it on. This is a 500 cranking amp, and I'm not even sure that lithiums really give you an option for cranking amp, because Noco is notorious about just giving you amp out ratings, but not actually giving you cold cranking amp ratings. And I think I've heard somebody say before it's because lithium ion doesn't really have an output like that or something, but you guys might know down the box. It doesn't matter. My job here is to show you the difference. Excuse me. My job here is to show you the difference, or a good jump pack for the money. Now, this jump pack, I think it runs around $200 some. I will put a link in the description, so the price is going to be kind of a moot point here. You guys want to know the best, I'm giving you the idea for the best. The JNC 345 is no joke. It is a nice little jump pack. It's compact. It works great. It's just an awesome jump pack to have around, even to keep in the toolbox. You can see it comes in a nice hard case, hard soft case. It's got a nice loop on it to carry. This thing is well built and well worth the money. Keeps it separated. I definitely highly recommend this. Several other guys have already bought this off my channel from last year when I actually got this thing. And it's been a fantastic unit, and I've got nothing to complain about. The clamps on it are absolutely awesome too. They're not cheap. They work good. Now, there is smaller ones. The Ansel on the Project Farm. I will tell you, my one problem is with those little tiny jump packs is that they always seem to break or wear out. And I'm just not a big fan of them. So if you want something that you're going to spend your money for and you're going to be able to keep. And not only that, they have a rebuild on these guys. That's the one thing about Core Automotive or JNC is they give you a rebuild. You can send this thing in for like $145 and get it rebuild. So you're getting a better value long term. And not only that, I got to tell you, I've been a JNC fan for a long time. A lot of you that know my channel know that there's, and I'll tell you what, you look at all the YouTube out there, and you're gonna see a lot of these bad boys in the blue, the red. I have the green because it's the Mac Tools version. Same jump pack made by Mac Tools, but you're gonna see a lot of JNC because they just work. All right, so let's move on and let's talk about the big boys. So we're talking about a good carry one, and that's my pick is the JNC 345, obviously. And I don't recommend going smaller. I just don't feel like anything else out there is going to save you. It's a good emergency carry. It literally, I mean, you pick it right up. It comes in this nice case. Look, you can grab your whole hand on it, throw it in the car. It's going to charge your phone if you need to. Just a great option. So let's talk about booster packs with some zing to them. Now, I've had a lot of mixed reviews, and I have had terrible luck with this. This is the GB150, and I hear some guys tell me they've had good luck with it, and I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. The one thing I can promise you I don't see mixed reviews on is this one. And the reason why is because this is a lithium smart booster. The problem is when you have to get it started and you don't have any power to it. So it shows right here, it shows the amperage. But if it doesn't show any battery voltage, you cannot start these. And the JNC is that's another downfall of these. These things will not start a dead battery. It has to have some sort of juice because it has to have some sort of reading on it. And that's the downfall of having a smart pack. Yes, you don't get reverse polarity, but these things are a bugger. So, if you don't have a car that you're really worried about and you're looking at getting machinery operating and getting things working, that's where we come into the JNC. And let me tell you, I've even had Demolition Matt message me, and you can go into my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, check it out and go to my Instagram post where I actually posted up a video of Demolition, or a picture of Demolition Matt using it, and he actually even commented on the Instagram and said, "Hell yeah, that JNC is a beast." And several people, Nick Pixel TV has even said it. Several other people. The JNC is the king of the hill, and the reason why is because this bad boy. This thing's 2 years old now. And just look at her. She's got all the Zeuses in her. Throwing the lightnings all at her. It's the king of the hill. Great clamps and rebuildable for $85. The Noco GB150, not so impressed with because I've been left out in the dark several times with dead batteries. Guys, if you're going to do revivals or you're going to get a car that's been setting for a long time, you're going to be unimpressed with the Noco because of it not being able to start a dead battery. I just had it the other day. I'm not going to lie to you. Just had it the other day where it would not start a smoking dead battery. Like, granted, I understand it's a dead battery, but the old JNC, which this is a MT 5140 or 5140 GR, which is the Mac Tools names, but disregard that because it is a JNC Chlor product. Exact same thing as a JNC 660. So I highly recommend, if you're going to get a big jump pack and you know what you're doing and you don't have problems with hooking them up and you know what you're doing, then the Mac one is for you. If you have problems hooking up jump packs and you want something that's good, but you know you're not going to run dead batteries, the Noco GB150 will get you by, but it is second to the JNC all day long, and JNC has bigger ones out than that. This one claims at a 4,000 amp rating, but it doesn't give you cold cramp ratings, and I've had this thing literally start diesels up, which this thing will start diesels. I will say this one has a little bit more zing to it than that one does because it's an old lead acid battery. This is lead acid. It just gives you current. Right away when you hook it up to it, it's got spark. It's old school. It's like your grandpa. It's just sassy when you want it to, you know, that's the thing. It is just sassy all the time. This thing is like a millennial grandpa. It's only sassy after you kind of tweak it. So, anyways, guys, that's the video. Hope if you have any questions about these in the comment box, let me know. I will try to answer them, but that's my take on what good jump packs gets. Now, honorable mentions will go out to the Ansel because I've seen Project Farm do it. It's a compact carry, and that's okay. But anything lower than something like this, where it's a 500 ranking amp, I've heard guys talk about the GB70. Not a big fan of that one either. I've tried it. Just doesn't do enough. This thing will do everything. And you guys that are out running pick-em-ups, 6 liters and whatnot, this is where you're going to want to live at, you know, at smallest. So that's about as small compact as I want to go. That thing does everything I need. Why buy a small jump pack that's barely going to do what you're going to need to do? Get one that will do more than you want it to do. Spend the money. Buy once, cry once, as I always say. JNC is the cheapest of all these, believe it or not. This thing's $300. This thing's like $150 maybe or something like that. Links will be in the description for all of them. But this thing right here is the king of the hill. It is a little bit heavier, but, you know, sometimes you just got to be a man and just step right up. So, anyways, guys, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.